abusia for premo ato ye mo akwa abasam wo ha UTV ewia prem to breka sebo enie na ensem bebre ene aka bom te UTV kasebo a ye de ebra wo aseda kase so de etam a ye de ma this way chocolate drink bi ohia ene ezio share ne special ice mineral water de bia usori anopa nkebe ya wo me kakra na wabo no guna kopo ma obi ono mu nsuo bia de bia no o free bowels a said the doctor for can de bia boawo ema wo sipi esita esanso yem no esanfo kama pa it is special idea membe bi empa ofie eda otika mu so na drive a so ya taxi driver na se toto driver na de baako wo de esu nche wa ena wo kono ensema ene ye de bremo e wo kasebom ene say excellency o mampani na na adodan kokufo ado e de atoga na fo anim say de etie bia Afia baton e beto asomdwe mu ya basabasa bia ensi sanso ena na be de eche Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia so akwa aprobo e wo Upper East region ba bia ye bia bagridan no ensuo no ayiri e de afa ye nuanama wudo bi e wo sanso ene e be kopov jena no Pokua ya o ye running mate ema NDC amnyoko no so wono so e de ato edwa say braso say Ghana ya bedi ye ho ne ye nia benya ye ho aka de ye de bebu ye ho bra chen say de bia ye sori ye sie bonsu a ne de na mabroche lala sulala ene ye bosia ne ya aba enso ye da ho a etie ABC mu abuta boyi ene nsem bebre ye kabom a UTV awia pram to beka se bokai so say ene deswa media nyina kabom a decision time Afia 2020 abato no yen ene ye de ho ne nyina bebro free sabre ko se ye beto aba no ne kenkan ene akenkan na kire nyina a ye beso e omampani fufuro in no wa starting a 4-year tenure decision time eye deswa media ene de we e bebro e fra be vim lady Afia Pokua afei ye nya boche na afei ye hwe ensem no emu chichi mu nyina no ya shase e wo mampani excellency na na dan kokufo ado akache ne wo ene wo kwa probo nyina wo de ato Ghana fo ni mabo o ma no mba say mo obi anwene ho da so wo no mampani wo ti akonwa so no wo betena ho ema Ghana bato ibasa say bi aba enti wo hye Ghana fo boss Afia bato e beto na somdwe mu boni bi ensi obi abeto mboko akọ abakosi ne kenkan mu o wini o wa wini o wo behwe se bibia ebe ko jojo.
Government is determined to bring governance closer to the people and expand the boundaries of democracy in our country. We are counting on you to help shape and integrate yourselves into these developments so that the peculiarly Ghanaian contribution to the concept of governance, which emanates from the integration of royal aristocratic institutions into the fabric of a Republican democratic framework, will be enhanced and strengthened to the benefit of the Ghanaian people. I urge you to speak out and join government's fight against the ills of our society: corruption, social and economic injustice, crime, and the illegal mining menace, popularly referred to as galamsey. As chiefs, you have a responsibility, as was done in the days of our forefathers, to help preserve our lands, water bodies, and environment. Nananum, government will continue to support the chieftaincy institution so it can be strong and resilient. 6 new office complex and bungalows would be provided the 6 new regional houses of chiefs. Additionally, as I have said, we will strive to give to the institution the requisite support to resolve chieftaincy matters and carry out research in the many areas of relevance to curb chieftaincy-related conflicts. In conclusion, Nananum, let me assure you of the wholehearted efforts that are going to be made by my government and I to ensure the peace and stability of the nation as we enter the last 3 months of the electioneering campaign. Ghana has rightly earned a reputation as the pace setter in democratic governance on the continent, a reputation I am determined to uphold and indeed enhance prior to, during, and after the 7th December elections. I would need, of course, your full collaboration and cooperation to help attain this end. We have all to work together to create the environment that will allow the Ghanaian people to make their decision on 7th December in freedom, peace, and security. It is their right.
His Excellency Omampeni Nana Danko Kufuado nsem enunini efiri hon ma no Omampeni kro ya akwa akotwa ahomamu amadwumedi awodo bi a waye wotimi apa ho ntoma ache se wode bo manfo ye wo mpotem we wonom we eye project be ye $16 million ya enye ska to akra wo maye no Wadi Africa Tomato Processing Factory en wo bia no no se we ye adwumedi bi a wo mo wie a se de wo ma wie ebe bia adwuma bebre ama mabu no wo brekum ne potem no wo matimi enye bi ayo.
What I mean, was AC a kind or about to him. A free bra, a manifesto about 2016. Bibi Papa Bia, a Pessi, a Yama Ghana, my a console, what is you watching ye? Free senior high school, oh to me yet, or the Dada Ghana for one district, one factory. Oh, to me, yeah, or the dad Ghana for MCN Brekumai, Bromai, Ghana man, you know, who said, a Kufuado on your dada nipa, on your dada nipa. No call for you bet to me, I had all can, oh, to me, yeah, all can. A brother, Tremu, a table boy maintain, and those Ghana for year to say Ghana for ASR factory, a horses are Pombio no acquire factory can see a cassava by industrial starch, Ghanaian industrialization, and no Niasia, yeah, Massia Baby Tonton factories, yeah, Baby Sea factories. Yeah, Ambassador about the Tonton factories. Yeah, Bunny about the sea factories. I'm a Ghana coffee. A brother will maintain what bro is. And then, and they say, you're Shamatin Kaya, Minister Kaya, Bronga half with 12 districts, 14 1D, 1F projects are for Brongmai. Ninity true. When you na me pesa Ghana for who say me ye no crefo iti munya gidie e wo me mu na mo mboa me na me so me mboa o ma no na mboa no se konani
Abusia for ye free hard moto say 2020 campaign no na Ashase chief campaigner unim so Omampeni so de old politician no and or the Ashase na unso say campaign ye course we no social distances it's a party for no there obi ati asese social distancing ne do de adwuma eluzua ene wo beluzu nti every MPP na yenko NDC akache NDC amanyoko no National Democratic Congress eso wo mo ye town hall meeting e wa Santemantema Nkrokuma no wo mo de akere eniema wo mo de abetudwa e wo manifesto wo mato edin say the People's Manifesto no wo matimi acheche mu acha Santeman ene ni chicho kumaseman enyina mo bi ati ase ama wo mo vote do wo mo nya no wa Santemantema wo mo hwe a ebetimi akonanim e wo sa town hall meeting ya wo mo ye NDC amanyoko ndi akwakoshe ebnada ebe eye September bosumi e na wo mo ebe ye sa adwumedi ni se de ba awia no mienu pepepe no che so wo mo e de ahye eso wo matimi acheche nsemu e de akere omanfo enyina wo mo so wo mo stress party fo mpedifo enyina de wo mo begimu na afi party no so achirifo a wa Santemantema no ade enyina ebeba abehwe na afi wo masan ba betie ensempa ni bi na afi wo mo de akwakoye campaign na se door to door room to room asempa tro adwuma te se de ehu adansefo ye pepepe se de ba NDC amanyoko no wo betimi asanba abetena wo menya konwa kase eso no mo say adwumadie no Omampeni a wo na kote akonwa kase yi eso excellency Omampeni Mahama ene beba abedikan akasa na party fo mpanifo atela nyina efri enkran ene miame awodo nyina so aba be kasa ebi no so wei eya ade a wo mo hyemu kina se the People's Manifesto no eye Ghana fo na tro ye Ghana fo nsem na wom de ye Ghana fo hi ade ene wo mu ntu obi amfa no ho enyum ensem nyina party no National Communications Officer Emma party no Yewra Samijemfi lawyer no de nesa e sha se odi we nyina to dwa se e sha wo chese wo mo ye se de be betimi abo party mpanifo no se de be no wo mo de sa the People's Manifesto wo nsem nyina no emu chechemu ebe ma Ghana fo ye free sa asem no so na fe yenko amanyosem no a emu na eye his excellency Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo a wote eye akonya kese so gusu a ono so kɔ na probo wasan ka ate so odubie anase watwa homa mu a eno so akɔpa project foforo bi ɛho so entoma we ye project o se ɛbɛboa Ghana fo agi Ghana fo nkwa we kyerɛ so ono mampani wonye na adafo a kyerɛ so woba bɛka kyɛ Ghana fo so wode 6 ɛbɛyi wo mu 9 anase wo bɛboa Ghana fo na wo kyene bi no we yi wo mu ama wo so we ye accident and emergency complex ya wo masi ne mono kyea ɛwɔ Doma hospital ye wo Doma Central Abato mpɛso so ɛwɔ Bono region o mampani se Doma fo de we wasom wo mu pa nti we ono so ye we e de ache Domafo say yes ono so wo ye somfo a odi kan no de ode ma Domafo eni.
Very happy to be back here again, this time to cut the sword for the construction of an ultra-modern accident and emergency complex at Doma Hospital. I must at the outset express my appreciation to the chiefs and people of Doma for the strong support you have given my government since I assumed office in January 2017. One of your own, your excellent Member of Parliament for Doma Central, the Honorable Pokua, who has conducted himself with great credit in the office, especially during this difficult period of the COVID-19 pandemic. He has been a true pillar of my government, and I'm happy that under his watch as health minister, Doma Hospital is being fitted with this center. Indeed, the people of Doma and its surrounding areas, with a population of some 1 million people, deserve a befitting modern accident and emergency complex to replace the existing one to cater for emergency health care and trauma cases. This project is being funded by a 140 million euro facility secured by government, not only for the construction of this center, but also for the construction of a new hospital in Tema, in the Greater Accra region, the reconstruction of the central medical stores, again in Tema, in the Greater Accra region, and the construction of a new 100-bed district hospital at Nkranza in the Bono East region. I must, on behalf of the government and people of Ghana, express my gratitude to the Christian Health Association of Ghana, CHAG, who continue to partner government to bring health care to the doorsteps of the ordinary citizen. I say Ayuko and many, many thanks. Government's commitment to the total development of Ghana is absolute. I'm very hopeful that by the grace of God, we are on the threshold of something remarkable in Ghana, and hopefully with 4 more for Nana and the MPP.
Omampeni no yi achia ediegu ni opponent NDC for so ti ebnada omampeni dada Mahama so be yi achia pa che no kura so de ko go ni issue Peru num ne ayi nyina onimsa won so ede achire no pa na ye say party for no wo nyom ye kura ye nyante enwuma party for yi be ko 2020 abatum say na na do 2020 de na ye na de win o na say wo masan de ba ko bia ba ayi abranti keche kwame apia de bi omde aba no ayi the 4 more for Nana aka NDC there from John 3:16 Onapo ebehwe we mix almost the beba 2020 ni na despite media at the decision time ebebro na ye analysis of enwum ni nyina said ye itimi eka abato yanko Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no ye Ghana omampani abedichi ene wakwa probo wa Upper East region wonim se yenuanam wo etifido epoe mantem na anu ibagridam ya yenuanam wo Burkina wom bie yenti e show the boom ejurifa wom ne nyina so a na nya asem keto na wo eho no okoho kohwe mo a obetimi ede amene nuanam a ewo Upper East.
It is a disaster. There's no other way of looking at it. And it's a disaster that has been caused by a combination of the spillage of the Bagri Dam and heavy rainfall. So we've been really hit with a double whammy. We always know about the perennial spillage from the Bagri Dam. And as at last year, they were spilling around 8 million gallons a minute. And we were reasonably able to control it. Last year, a lot of desilting of rivers took place, and the impact of the spillage was relatively controlled. This year, instead of the 8 million gallons, but they started with about 4 million, went up to 8 million, they are now spilling about 29 million gallons a minute, which is extremely large as far as my information is concerned. It's quite large, 29 million gallons a minute. And then combined with that, the rains that have come down at the same time. And that has resulted in flooding across Upper East and Northeast regions. Here, just at the Kobori Bridge here, we've seen a big gap left and nobody can cross from Zebila going towards Boko because there is this breakaway of the road. So we have come here to assess what the situation is. There is a contractor on this road, the Bolga-Boko Road, and once the water subsides, we've already talked to the contractor about how we are going to deal with this matter once the water subsides, and they have some ideas about how to quickly move in and deal with this matter, assess the structural strength of the bridge that is just outside here, and we will do that. What we are very concerned, however, in the whole area is about lives and livelihoods of our people. We know that there is a problem across. We've lost some lives, 6 in Northeast and 4 in the Upper East. And, you cannot really calculate that. It's huge, 10 lives that have been lost to this disaster. And so we, on behalf of the President, I would like to express our condolences to the families. It is a disaster. It's a very sad situation. Many farmers have lost their livestock. They've lost their plants, the farming that they have done. They've lost a lot of crops as a result. And we have to find a way to help these farmers, to provide relief for these farmers.
Yemfree His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and China for Yenko and Sem Fofro Emu. No, no, Asemia and yes, I Edia Twasubiana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Chuma, Abaya, or my bay yacha say, or your man Penin, and not Danko Kufuado His Excellency, and Odano, or no Yana Bedi Cheno, one more pepper at the Magana for saying, my pepper be as a fata, you was a Ghana for, and Sakana Ghana for, and Sa Ebecano see. We idea one more a day was said about Ghanina, a free and our focus here, Tifidu Mantem will be a bit mania and put you no call anymore, no Casa. No de na proba what they call ye etifidu mantem ne apa east apa west ha nina ebi ni baby a call ye apa east enu anu nsuo ayire fra wo so esan Bagri Dam na ye bie ni nyina o de ba ewiye no wo chem se we nyina aban ebepem mo emu odu na afi wo de ama wo se de ba ni nyina betimi akọ nanimu wo se ewiye ye kra no na che se wo hwe nkrofo bi e wo kubore Zebila ene Boku road no so wo wo road no so aban behwe ho asem no wa kan pa enu se e de na koma so pa sanse na anu ye nsuo yiri wo se e kwan no nsuo no
Today we've been looking at the floods that have happened in the Upper East region, and we've examined and assessed what has taken place so far. The issue of flood control is very, very key, and the Pokua Irrigation project is going to be one of the key solutions to this huge flooding that we are seeing. And it's also going to be a key solution to complement the Tono Dam in terms of irrigation. the Pualugu will bring about 12,000 hectares into irrigation, and you will have a major impact there. But it will also have flood control and electricity. Now, Tono is very important. As you've been saying, we've done some rehabilitation of Tono, and this has been like the first in about 40 years that we are seeing a rehabilitation of this dam. And there's work going on the spillway, and I think that it was important to come here. I've been here when it broke and to see what was going on. Quickly, we set about fixing the problem, and the construction is going on. And I think when the water level recedes a bit, the contractor will come and continue the construction. So basically, the focus on irrigation is the very large Pualugu Dam, other larger dams large dams like the Tono, and then of course we have the smaller one village one dams at the village levels. So it's a three-pronged type of approach towards irrigation. But all of this would help our farmers and households in their livelihoods.
Ebusianfo ye to akasebo ya so afi eye 2020 elections we na se Ghana ye to aba na chese abato a ya to general elections a ye omampani abato ne mrahebedwa abato no we ni mako a eto so enwotwe a ye ba abeto na chese Ghana no ye ni abrepa na se beyo na ye betimi ehunu mensi ana se constituency abato mpeso ye bia so de wo gina ene akonta a wo buo e wo sa abato mpeso anso anopei e wa de chesumadwumede so mini aba ya akrama ene eye banamra hebedwani onobo Ahmed Ibrahim etwetwe nkomo busa so ono abo betena akonwa so yi ede enkonta pa na wuja omanfo kire mu se waye ne ma bebre nchuchu ne ne ehia nkrofo e wa setema ni nyina ye nkonta pa obetena akonwa no so no oni ne manfo so ehwamo
me be ye MP no the whole Ghana omo rate BEC performance 10 districts anywhere. Omna no motos 137.
That was then
2007 performance. Not okay. 10 district. It was 137.
Maybe 2009 and
2007. Maybe by 2009. I'm telling you what I came to inherit. And what I've changed.
Okay.
In the 2007, the whole Ghana BEC 10 district. It was 137 out of 138 districts.
Okay.
Who call GESR, they will give you the performance.
Okay.
Inti, me be MP no, my first time I me say me call district director of education, and that was the first time MP, any director of education, a meeting.
Okay.
Because me buy not only MP no director, no director of education, friend Reverend Aisha.
Okay.
No a Methodist software.
Okay.
No only MP now kwa manabe pie. Professor Phoebe, Dominic Phoebe and him.
Okay.
You know Dominic Phoebe was the district director of Minister for Education.
Yes.
Until now, the two were not clicking. From 2000 to 2008, Ghana Education Service now where basic schools are na ewo bana omo performance.
Okay.
Ya na ye 000. Obian qualified BEC na wako secondary school. Until me buy MP omo this can say bana for ni time for no kinta jema for nkwa na yetimi biti omo Ghana and I call director of education said this thing can never happen, it's unacceptable. It was a Mrs. Sano.
Okay.
What did I do? Me call Legon. Eko share time for no more university for and I call Cape Coast. Eko share bus for more Cape Coast our free time. Eko share Espoli into me my university for ni nyina hu say the whole Ghana yana yawe, and we have to do something about it.
Okay.
And what can you do? Me as MP no, my princess me the common fund no, bet you have 50% of your school fees. But there was a Muslim offer responsibility. What can you also do? It is mama kwanya, mo long vac we, mo nyina mo mra time. Na yemfa mo nko time ni bana schools ni nyina na mo nko ye research. Ndie ma ye wi ye no. Me mo mini director of education na kasa. Ono so wati ase. So I will use my common fund to pay 50% of everybody's school fees.
Okay.
Or every university student in time, any banner, whether you are MPP or NDC. Health, there is no health cheap compound technical zone or banner, Mansi cheap compound. Me buy na health centers.
Technical zone and I say unkro and I say community.
MP every year be a more health insurance fund.
Okay.
Me health insurance fund, me buy first as MP. Now health insurance fund here 250 million.
Okay.
250 that's 25,000 Ghana cedis. First 2 years, me see me 25 plus 25, 2 years no. And me ma this assembly ma contract, bana boasi, and me see here. The second 2 years, and me ma contract, bana uwa, and me see here. Third, second time now me a leader in parliament. Per se me a leader no. Ye mo bia 25, me nya 25, me nya manabro.
Okay.
Inti every year bia no na metimi esi bakon.
Okay.
You understand?
Me
that is the opportunity Bana stands to lose if I'm not MP. Because the unye leader.
And I don't know the urban soon.
I will come to that. Per mimi leadership no. There's no who could see cheap compound in that. Sister Amika. Masi boasi, masi wiwa, masi njire, masi faumai, masi bufie, masi bui. Even bonga si crown ma expand cheap compound no be Obama expand here no ma boa ama ya boa for that no. Me buy no 45 communities and I started times me more electricity. I was able to do 27 and sana ye chair and eka 25, 23, 19. Me nipa no ba
they work at 25, 2019.
45 and my
46 communities.
45 communities and my 27.
Okay.
In the my 27 I can 19.
Okay.
And I jai ko and 19 na 27 na me ye no bana dobo me ye bana dumboli me ye bana boasi me ye bana bima me ye bana
sesia banda krono
about 9 communities me ma mu nyina like
nti sesia banda
any kania no
banda district obia won kania
aka 2 communities na aka no eye nipa ni kru ene surubo kru.
We a Mrashebedwania war Banaba some person so we a part of a despite media decision time a media ye focus on constituency bia ne nkonta Mrashebedwa for mo datia kodwa so no mubuo ansa na bato no kra edro so nti fiada bia ye share e wade chinso medwumede so na ya akra ma mu se obi a wampi no nkonta ben e na obuo e de ama ya to akase bonso na afa ye nkomanfo ye etemia metema baby de Bethlehem Gulf City na anim tema sa Bethlehem ne potem wo honko ani ashama no ne ade ene e wo bro no a cheta broche se ashama ye ashama New York ye ashama Bethlehem ashama Middle East chese Lebanon zone 1 zone 2 de guy rough na Bethlehem no e wo honom no e na chese e ho anso ne mi 18 mo ho area ho na mete wonim se aban ba ye aban so won tena honom ma chese railway development enkechire to wo ye railway kwan afri honom akwakoso monum ne ade ne esi mo apia aban ye da ase nemum alternative kwan anka aban wo so oyiye na omanfo ate Gulf City Bethlehem nom ne ade ba afrewa farms ne mpotamo ne na chire ho nyina no wanye nti bra wo be bre pa asa na wafifie no abakrom no nyamienim ne nyese Bethlehem fo na eka wo mu su no wo se aban kwan na wo ye ne keteke de ne de ye nemum alternative kwan a obeyiye na ye ho nchire ye so de ne nyese a chese obewie wrewe no kwan hwa na ye kra ya dai wo se wo mo sra aban mehwe wo mu
Empunti juma abano ye no mo cheso mo fo so pesa se bo mo mani tu mpone so abano ye no wanjuro mo kakra contractor ni na wo ye keteke kwan no asisi kwan ni nada na mso mo sisi ni traffic aba omo ko adwuma mo bro mo ba fie so mo bre entitwa no pa no no anse machine penifonya ni ntem anase yempe bo mo kwan bi emfa ma wono mo mfa so nko na asundwimra wono mtete Bethlehem ka bo mo ko no chuchu ni ene UTV edi enkomo.
We are all happy about this project, but what realizes that to our realization is that all the 3 access routes to the community, our homes, were blocked. We tried to contact the authorities for something should be done, but nothing. There's no promise. So we are therefore calling His Excellency, the President of the State of Ghana, to come to our aid so that we have access road to our homes. Because for what is happening now on the ground, it means that you have to walk about 12 kilometers to access your homes. What about in case of emergencies? How do we access, how can the fire service, ambulances, people going to hospital access the community or our homes?
Railways na waye no anya se yempe nyina ni je hu. Nanso e de ha bebre abrayen. Enu nti ye srese aban nankasa bebam no behu company na waye adwuma no na wabama access road to the other side. If you say clinical S7 community, clinical B7 community, ni nyina akodi kwan na chi. I say one block kwan no if you pedestrians cry wa fa form cry the cross kwan no obi anya kwan emfa cross enti ama kwamukafo ba begina ha adesa kakra bi pe wo gemia no bag ahomache an wo soro ko adwuma ene market woman no
matuma manu aduane mikura wu aduane we ya na me ya me dididi me di hwe me nananum me pa mu chaw bebre me pa mu chaw munye maye ye kwan no munye maye ka sa fa ha nyina ka akase nyina obi asin abrodo nu wa mu agyina nu wa mato ena ni hosa mu pesa mu tuma nu aduane me ni obi a ohwa mi o.
we ayo manfo ye te aye Gulf City ne Bethlehem Potamo no musuo se ekwan ne de sese ya ma ebiru kra adwuma egu na mo maame se ye wie kwan no a adwuma no usika no ahwe nya obenya no mo sa na development bia etie yanko prof J na no Pokua adwuma ye say won na NDC amanyekoi ayi no so onye running mate one omampenda da mahama ebeko afi 2020 abato yi mu na maame asem odi tudwane say ebra so se Ghana ye pagya ye hom ne so ne ye gina ye na so ne ye de ye ho na osagefonom ne wo mo a big six no wo mo kyekere Ghana mani suade hu ne ye duru ho na nya sese Ghana ye sori a ne ye kutie bonsua ne enam Europe ye na America lala ne ye ya bobosia bo enso man ye ABC mu an ye tie ena o se aden ye mfiri sabirim ne ekoye ne manuti ena o chema NDC ehun hia no na nanu ya na o mukohia yo ne kosi practical ena o moto ato adwe no de asemi etodwa.
Had a crisis of identity for a long time. Why can't we believe in our own ability to do things? Why can't we even trust our own ability to make mistakes and to learn from those mistakes? Then how can we grow? If it's all about this model and the other model and this one going up and down, I describe all of these as frozen visions because it's like a river flowing. You go and dam a small part, but the river keeps going. So you don't know where it came from, what baggage is carrying, what strength is carrying. You've taken it midstream and brought it somewhere else. And the river is moving wherever you took it from. And that is why we always have a certain language. We always say state of the art equipment. I had endless debates on my campus with that. I said, state of which art? Did you make it? Insofar as you didn't make it, by the time you get it, it's no longer state of the art. And who determined what state of the art should be? It's a question of relevance. It's a question of how you are growing and where are you? Where do you want to get? So I'm raising all of these to let us know that we have a long way to go. But giving up is not one of them. You may not do it in 2 years or even in 1 decade, but you need to be moving in a certain direction. So the one thing that I keep missing is a long-term plan for this country. We need a long-term plan. It's not for nothing that we have the AU 2063. You may not like it, but it is there. Bring us a better plan if you don't like it. It's not for nothing that even the United Nations realized that they needed MDGs. Some 15-year framework, instead of International Year for Water, an International Year for the Youth, and 1 day for the literacy, that they needed a long-term plan. We need it more. We need it more desperately. And people say, oh, 40 years is too long. I said, too long from where? It's not for you. It's for the nation. And the life of a nation is very long. So these are some of the things that attract me to this forum and to the ideas that they espouse, because they resonate quite well with what I also think we ought to be doing, taking control of ourselves. And who says we cannot? We can. Sometimes we feel we need others, but if we think about it very clearly, you'll see that they need us more than we need them. And it's a question of confidence. You've played yourself down there, and the person just plays on your subconsciousness. So I think that issues of this nature should be very important to us, and they should run through what it is that we are doing.
ye to aka se bono so na afo ye ko eye agudie ne ensema wodo te se ni jedi entertainment industry ana de ye ta aka se creative arts na eye Ghana film filmmakers omuko a chese wo mo ewo omayi mu wo mo chese wo mo de wo mo support wo ma ho odi nyina ta is excellent na danko kufado echi sanse wo no eno wo pani a odi kan a wo ba Ghana wo hyeda ye nhyehyɛ ne nani so ade hu de ma sa creative arts industry no so wo ba wo be ye theater no ne ade wo mensi ne manta ma wodo ni nyina mu nti wo mugide de enum ana wo de ema nti wo se ye kwa abato we mu no nya de wo de koma NDC ana wai GP ne ho ahwane de gum ni nyina mo fama na do a eno wo mo Movie Makers Association no wo mo de ne wo ma ho den ema no
Ghana Filmmakers for Nanano eyeko mo atia wo mo mutwasini ne wo mu no mo cheso mba be rewre fiefie mu abontoa de ache Ghana for say Ghana mampanyin na nado dan kwakufu ado aba adwuma eno enti wo nto abama ne biemu onimanyafo Elizabeth Saki ekokasa wasien
Filmmakers nkrofo a wo mo ehia won and wo mo nyina nso no eboa ye ma ye nije ewo ye mfidue mu in any form kwan bia so a wo mbefa aba no ma ye nije enti sensa nkrofo ya tenase na wo mo ahwe adwuma pa na adodanko akufo ado na wo mo ankasa edi etuho ache aba se wo mo beta na echi a me feel say asem papa na MPP fo bia ne bia obeti no obeka se nyame ye dawasi se wama obi kekamba na mo wama filmmakers na beta echi yenim so bia ni je film so obia hwe drama obia hwe play obia etie nyom obia etie enti sanyama no ema yen nkranhye ewo yen adeyem
convener edima ekono eye Richard Yalbotin woni UTV edi nkomo cheso mapanyi wayade enti emfemfinhia nan enka ne ho
sinitwa ananse film making eniema MPP government ayama ye no eno ne yepese ye dan na di kire Ghana man na Ghana fo etumi etiase na kam 7 December election no yesa returning Nanado Dankwa Ekufuado power enam MPP government enam say education ehia ntino ye wa film school ewo Kumase film school ebeboa ama editors directors actors obia wo ye adwuma ewo film mu no obenya education because ewiase no ye nyina ye nim say knowledge is power enu na betumi adia ebeko wanim kukurudu
formo
fonana
formo
fudumo
abusiafo eduru say dia sa obi atetiko na formo fonana obi akoje kakrata free ahomti o ya na politicians so wo munsua na decision time one of these days e be share that catalog a free 2007 2008 na de we sha se e wo Ghana manyose mu be kai akwabna nom ne ade oba pa Christy mu kogina stage so we ye tonwom mana na adonom 2008 na Suria ni nyina echi nkofo to abama atama 2008 2012 saa no mri koye bie ma Mahama girls for Mahama boys for Mahama dn for Mahama saa na Suria edukwa de omuti yeye na Mahama win kofo kwaje kakrata free fine footballers for Mahama Krabai ubekaya because atana sidako ewo ho ye twagum 2016 sa elections so ene omukra ye double for NDC no mo so be NDC omukra manto omukoji scan di ene NDC lose MPP for so basa kaya praye no ma ko join MPP ene ejako ena ho ahwan den no mu nyina akọ dadilumba ne ye friends ampon ewi echire kwa na akọ ma nso wonwom no ho na de ye wino no mkotwa no maji kakrawa ene sa na ano ya te musicians bi akọji 2 million ebi akọcheche coins ne na full soldiers wom ewo he movie makers for nana na mu movie ben pa na mu twa ya enti mu kwa koye Ghana movie makers for nana yi because Ghana hay kwa wansanom na twa movie akese Shelley Frimpong mansonom ne ade na twa movie man ko ayi Netflix enti movie papa ben pa na we me ko kan ombedi matama mari achi movie papa ben pa na mu twa ya ene mu kwa koye Ghana movie makers for nana ya mu fa movie ne beto ne ye movie kra no eto aba na NDC so mo mani na ho so bi be girls and movie makers for Mahama mo de say mo de bia ye mo danti mo ni da ho ye to kase bo nso ene me kasa tenten afo ye content for problem mum o ya na che say media bi no ope this way chocolate drink and hot water pa na de gu minimum gna so I come I guy baby awia kora mfa no ho onum a che say Ghana koko pa bo nso onum this way na also it was say yes ewurawura pause no mu ye nwaduma enke ate asenka corona che this way chocolate drink adalment Ghana cocoa solid coffee so wom onum anya ga wo yare every day be boost immune system na sa ye to aka se bon so me yakọ eye emiame awodo ye fe ye kọ eye nsomondie mu crime na crime check foundation and wo ma yese eye ensama ye omode betu ya to de bi omode betu ya se de ba emwa bi firi ba bi a ebebo ye nuanom asem bi nti o makwakọ pie enedufie no se de ba wo betimi asan si wo mudada mu bio aba bebo bra asom Ghana man se de otwedi amponyankropon ya obo wo no oyeye ede ma wo mu apepepe na anu ya maami bi omode nasem ebeto abonten eye madam ekuata maami ahom te 70 aka nkrofo koma mo munya sika ekosi dan kakra ma na no omde dan no ede ama maami
Owura Ibrahim Oponko atin na yakwanchefo panyin de Crime Check Foundation edan ya wasi ebebo mami ekuata nya baby adnity ato mami ekuata ye nche bia ba busumi nsie ni ena ne ba ekọ awoso kolibu abanyare sabi okọ wontafo a wo hwere ne nkwa sese ekapo eda ne so woni baby odi ne tibeto ena nei empinifo yi akwakosi edan ede amano kwanchefo panyin de Crime Check Foundation Owura Ibrahim Oponko atin ene UTV edi nkomobra na odi edan ne safo ema maame no
Crime Check Foundation ye jumedi aye the educational support series, ye street charity series, ye health check series, and the keka de bois Ghana for ni pepi especially omo ho echire omo na aye be bosumi numi nsiene na Dr. Bo Kolebu Teaching Hospital they asem be to ye mara hosem aye abai we bia okowo na mu ayeden aye muja to enro to kra na ayeden owi ya nyamesue na twins na ufrimu free mono na mochiri fees kwa na ayeden ama aye akwada no emaame nti no asem no beka ebeto ye ni mono na esi ye bom ni ebeboa ti eboa maame ye de na asem to dwa adofo a won te ye no won donate kakra emaaye nti ye hwa esisa sikai maame aye kana semi oti kiosum ye ntimi ma no enye de entina kiosum saa nti no de ye ne se ye beba be hu ajare real estate ne ye de asema beto won anim se sika nya 85,000 Ghana cedis no sebe in situ bedroom nanso ye ba ye na mpa ajare real estate hwe edan fefefe 2 bedroom emu fefefe ya tile mu ba bia panel mu ba bia wash bi bia ewom na ye yes ye be surprise ma nti ma me de onim de e kokora ene ye de ne ba ha wasu na ni nyina ye tears of joy I present sa eden ede amano
mame ekuata ene UTV kasa bra na supu ahini no kase nyakopon enhira opanyin no
Doctor nyame hira no Doctor nyame onhira no biem ofre no de yamma mese Ibrahim Crime Check Foundation ode yamma no nkofo de wendi na echire eduana nkola bedi sinsa mbano tofom owuye no bibia ne yete nye tinta abodem kiosk bim nso ma obahead dan maye kwotinem nyame onhira man papa onhira nyina kasen ko nyankopon na bi so nko Mr. Ibrahim Dr. Collins ane ni mpanyin for wodin wechi nyame onhira man adekase waye nyame anka obi akoma ontumi ye bibi ma ntimi de nyame nhira kase ma ho dawana sino bibia aboafo biala nyame onhira ho akran papa na onye edwoni ska nti Crime Foundation for wana bibia me de dan wana na wahwa ma abesi sambria odi da man yisu akam nyame onhira won papa onye won kese obibia oyi ne taku odi boye bibia oyi erade mpo mso na mso menye adwumanye na mso menye ska na mso mfo bo bi oni bi mfo show bi oni bi so
yade aseda bema crime watch for ne yeto aso akoye mpotem akwa nkuru awodo ne brono awodo ne hawa awomu no ye ko glife na glife e wo baabi e de makati down omanfo ho chese afedi wo makoma to wo yem aba wo mabre na nse ensuo toketua bi na yiri a na ya fa wo nyina na wedi wo mahunu se na nanom ne mpanifo ase etete gota nim se de ba a ensuo no to a ebetimi aten na mefa wo mo eso
Abra UTV nsentwofo ne adehye bi edi nkomo no mo sere se wo mo mehwe sede wo hene no asi na wadi animu a wo tetete gata mu wo mo hia culvert bi na wo de atototo gata nimu na etimi atwa nsuyiri ene basabasa ya na se nsuo to a etimi se ejapade ewo mpotem ho wo mo ehia saade ne papapa eno achi ena manche a wo English lafa ni ayi okofrobo ono so ede eto nananom atena konwa nyina anim se wo mo nso enye bi bibia na yentimi fanto aban so etomre bi a esese wo so boa ema wo mpatamu no ehote anase enho eye enika
so na keke CJ and try my feel no good I feel like a reclaim of land ko kwadi na efe mo so wo sani ke no kwa shushi no na machine ko wo machine no ka bonyo ni machine upgrade got down if I get call na bola ni amefio kama kwa make feel wa shushi now and I am born on field road field the machine at all like in petitions can be come by me I don't mind go Ghana first what can me feel well I don't think about anybody this mama bomo go to ko ma to no fi war is like my wedge down you go no need for one ma tuni ga shey go ya wo machine ko ma fi go no ni na community ka ji wo fi wo ba na road o fi wo ba great quarter what's the name ma tuni DNA amana pulu na desinda ka me matune amedwa de so na me fi kaka ba anye boti quarter bu wa no ni fi wa kana go kashi na yi asa mo kwa kana ka ko ye ni anya tuno ku ede me efe ni mu yo kaji uko to wa Ghana fi first ba yo dredge area ni area fi man uko ko no na me fi na me fi Kenya mara market quarter on Prague is getting more our Mishka here. Masama rent I'm back if when I'm free here.
Asedan koma nana enne mpanifo ni no ma job pa asemo ye adwuma we wo mo bato empeso aso yenko ye na ne homrane afa yenko agudie mu nsem ne me ne ma Romeo Oduro Ifro wa krado o che se Azuma Nelson Sports Complex o ka ye se bre bia besenko aban ye se wo bu no wa ye ne foforo se Ghana for ye nhwade yesu ye okohwe adwumedie no ye 82% complete ye se ye wie a gymnasium no ne ade na evim ready me pese mesua so me no ne ade obeba no ma hye bikini papa bi enu ho na me yefu na ye flat say guess about town Pokua swimi ho na se be yo se ye wi a Ghana for ye nsan kose ne bi Romeo Oduro ba o the details ni abeba ye da na ye ho abasisi a